Hello everyone, Dr. Matt Panetti, and today I'm going to be talking about requirements and this idea around trees or plants. Because trees and plants have their own set of requirements, things that they need every single day to be healthy. And when you look at this, for example, now this is a fake plant, but let's pretend it's real for this example. It needs water, it needs sunlight, it needs good soil, and it typically needs room to grow. In other words, nothing on top of it impeding its growth. And if it gets those requirements, then typically it's going to be a very healthy plant, right? Now take water away from this plant. Then what happens? Well, the first thing is that the leaves start to brown and they wither away, eventually fall off. The plant dies. Now, if we looked at the plant the way that most healthcare providers look at our bodies, for example, they would look at it and go, well, how can we treat these symptoms? This plant's leaves are turning brown. That's not okay. Let's do something about it. And so maybe they opt for something like painting over those brown leaves with some green paint. Sounds silly when we're talking about a tree or plant, right? But essentially that's what we're going to do to our bodies, and I'll explain that in a minute. What happens when you paint over these leaves that are browning and withering away with green paint is that they may look okay temporarily, right? You avoid the symptoms temporarily, but long term, those leaves are going to fall off. Doesn't matter what you do to try and treat the symptoms. That plant is still not getting one of the basic requirements, right? It's not getting enough water. Now, when we talk about the human body, we've got our own set of requirements. Unfortunately, when we talk about healthcare in America, most of the time what you're getting is an approach similar to the tree or the plant, where we're painting over the symptoms, just trying to cover them up, not really getting to the underlying issue. What do I mean? Well, when you have a headache, for example, what do? Do you think about the different requirements that you're getting or not getting? Or do you typically just reach for something like an Advil or an aspirin to take the pain away? See, headaches aren't normal. They're signs that there's something going on inside the body. But if all we do is cover up those signs, those alert messages, and never really understand why they're happening in the first place, we're missing out on what I consider a big piece of health. So when we talk about the human body, we've got our own set of requirements. We've got to have good, healthy nutrition. We've got to have good, healthy movement, sleep, mindset, clear, positive mindset. And then the last piece is a healthy structure, the foundational piece that controls and protects that nervous system which runs everything in your body. And without that stability in your structure, not a lot of other things in your body are going to work at their peak or at their best level. So those are the requirements, and everything I tell you and I recommend for you is coming from that principle or that philosophy of what requirements are we either getting or not getting that are bringing us closer to health or pushing us further away. Hope this helps. Talk with you guys in the next one.